Yo, that looks terrible. Yo, $200 and that's what you get? Bro. Bro. That's crazy. $200 for that. That's crazy. Bro. These images are laughable. Like, look at this shit. Look at this. That looks like extremely good quality. Extremely good quality. That I way rather prefer that than what the United States version is. Yo, Tommy Grimm here. And so is the new Metal Gear Solid Delta remake. Okay, they also came out with some collector's editions. All right. There's one that came out in the US and there's one that came out in the UK that was also released in the EMEA. All right. And there's some differences, big differences. Okay. And it's pretty wild of these differences. And people are upset at the US version. We're going to go over some details about these collector's editions. Did you miss out? Or was it a bullet that you dodged? Well, I did not buy this. I did not buy this one. I never even played Metal Gear before. I've watched people play it, but I've never played it. But this game looks very good. I might be interested in trying it out. But anyways, let's get into today's topic. Okay, so we have an article here from MP First. Okay, this article is by James Lara. Okay, Metal Gear Solid Delta Collector's Edition is hilariously disappointing in its interpretation of Snake. Okay, Snake is the main character. If you didn't know, you know now. He's the guy with the bandana, badass mofo, running around stealthily murking people. In case you didn't know, now you know. All right, so we got Konami's $200 collector's edition Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is proving to be quite disappointing to fans, as not only it is shipping pretty broken, but the quality of the Snake figurine is, well, hilariously bad. All right, hilariously. Trust me, I took a peek into this, and it is laughable. If you missed the opportunity to buy one, you might have just dodged a bullet. See where I got that from? Yeah, they Neo up in this bitch. Snake, you're not looking so good. Maybe you should have a paramedic check that face out. Okay. All right. Well, now let's take a brief look at what the big fuss is about before we get. Look at that. Bro. This is what people are looking at here. That is bad, bro. That is bad. This is the US version. Okay, this is what it comes with. And it doesn't show it, but kudos to them. Okay, this is the Konami one. Kudos to them. It does come with the physical game, which most collector's editions don't these days. That's why I personally probably would have bought this one, but they should have promoted that more. It comes with the physical game. I know it should be standard, but most of these companies are not putting that physical game in there. All right. And it doesn't say it on here if it does or it doesn't, but I'm going to tell you right now, it definitely does. And that is worthy of a round of applause. You're doing a great job. That's awesome. That's a plus. But if we go ahead and we look at these images here, these images are laughable. Like, look at this shit, bro. Look at this. I'm sure you can get a better figurine on AliExpress. All right. Definitely. How do I know that? Because I've already looked at it. I've already looked ahead. All right. I've already looked and they're there. And I'll show you. Just give me a moment here. Let's finish this up. With the game now finally here, the collector's edition arriving in the hands of fans. Many have taken to social media to voice their disappointment over the quality of the included statue. For those who aren't aware, the collector's edition Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is a diorama statue figure featuring Naked Snake. Okay, aka Boss. Why is he naked? I guess that's probably like him with no equipment. All right. AKA Big Boss, as he embarks on the virtuous mission What should have been a rather special centerpiece ended up being what can only be described as a cheap disappointment. Many had their diorama received in pretty broken state, as none of the vegetation pieces are glued or attached to anything. Now, I seen unboxing. We're going to show it. It's on somebody's TikTok. It's the only one I could find, and we're going to go ahead and look at that as well. And you'll be surprised at what we see here. Okay, however, the biggest disappointment aside from the price is the Naked Snake lookalike. Yeah, that's not the kind of quality I would expect for $200. It's ugly as heck, and Snake is beyond recognizable here. This is highly questionable, though I suppose I'm not too surprised, as I often see this with miniature figurines. But damn, this is disappointing as hell. I almost bought this myself. So I guess I can say I dodged a bullet, and maybe you have too. All right. So this is the other version that was shipped in the UK and the EMEA, which is Middle East, Africa, okay? And this looks pretty damn cool, okay? And this figurine was actually made by somebody completely different, I think, that is known for making amazing figurines. And this comes with vinyl art and the figurine. This one also comes with the game, but it's not listed here. But, you know, it is weird that we have to make these assumptions or really look into it, because they should all come with the game. You're paying $200, like the God of War. No, I got the Spider-Man Collector's Edition, and it came with a digital code. Like, that was ridiculous, but that figurine was amazing, and it's awesome, and I love it, all right? It is a messed up day and age if we have to really look in to see if it comes with the physical game or not, and I think that's just ridiculous, all right? And I'm glad that Metal Gear did a great job, at least on that part, all right? But the whole thing about how it kind of looks like a Downsy version of my boy Snake over there, like, that is an L. That is an L. All right. So this guy's saying it may not come with the game, but there's no denying that the bus Snake is much better than what we got. It might be better to import if you can find one at a reasonable cost. Okay, now I'm almost positive it comes with the game. I'm going to look this up one more time because I think Homeboy got it wrong. I've been looking into this. Okay, ChatGPT says yes. Google says no. However, there are some videos that I watched and they did come with it. Now, it doesn't come in the box, but it looks like it's separate. And then I found this website, game.co.uk, and it's listing everything that it comes with. And it says here, a day one edition of game copy. All right. So it looks like it does come with it. Let me pull up this video. All right. This guy unboxes it. He says this is what it comes with. But if you notice, it's separate. All right. The game is separate on the top.
The collector's edition for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is here. Let me show you what we get. So firstly, it comes with the deluxe edition version of the game, which contains a physical day one copy, which is always great to see. The sneaking DLC pack.
Now, I think that's awesome if it does come with this box, because this box, the separate box that it comes with is also useful, and collectors like stuff like that. You know, that's a physical thing. That's awesome.
And this awesome looking steelbook case with a clean design on the front, along with a Fox logo on the back. But there are also 5 art cards.
See, these art cards are cool, but like, unless you're going to put them in a frame, like, what is the use? You know, what is the use of the art cards? I don't get it. Back in the day, stuff like that was free in games. Like, now you have to pay extra for some paper. Yeah, it's on cardstock. Whoop-de freaking do. Like,
including Snake and Eva, and underneath those we have a Fox unit iron-on patch and a metal red alert keyring. But then we get the original soundtrack of the game on this vinyl record. Now,
see, I don't get the deal with people getting vinyl records in there with their game. Like, I don't get it. Or even CDs, like, with the soundtrack. Who's really going to listen? Who's really going to listen to it? Are you going to play this in your house? If this came with an exclusive license to put this music in your streams, That would be worth it for me. You know, like so you don't get copyrighted for using their music. You know, that would be awesome. But really, are you really gonna play this music in the background of your house? Maybe if you have a record player lying around, or like, really? I mean, they are pretty accessible these days, but are you going to have guests over and have this music playing in the background? Like, what's the point of that? I don't know. Put it in a time capsule. I don't know. That's kind of weird that they give you the soundtrack. Like, you can't just look up the music.
I won't be able to test this for obvious reasons, but it's pretty cool to see something like this included.
Now, it is cool. It is pretty cool to have vinyl. They look cool. They're big, you know. But again, are you ever going to use it?
In a CE. But then the item that you've all been waiting to see, 9.5 inches of Snake, in the form of this.
What? My boy was a little too excited to say that. 9.5 inches of Snake. Hey, pause. You might have want to pause on that, but all right, let's keep it going.
Elite bust statue. And seriously, not only is this thing incredibly well
9-inch of Snake statue. 9-inch of snake and bust statue, right?
Detailed, like on the wood back here, or on the snake's head. It is also very heavy for a statue, which actually surprised.
That looks like extremely good quality. Extremely good quality. That I'd way rather prefer that than what the United States version is. All right, so this is the TikTok one. I have it on mute because, yeah, no copyright. This is by Metal Gear Volt. All right. Oh wait. The most important, yeah, okay, so there we go. We got the patch, the steel book, the lanyard, the 2 patches. All right. Steel book's cool. And then that is like the shell casing. Look, bro, they packed it like marijuana. All right, they packed it like some bud, boy. That's the high grade. That's that gas in the bag. I wonder if someone tried smoking that. Damn stoners. Ruining society. Look at that. That looks like shit. Yo, that looks terrible. Terrible. Oh my. Oh my God. Yo, $200 and that's what you get? Bro. And like this guy made the video and made it look like it was epic because he had the music in the background. But bro, come on. You get that in a cereal box back in the day. You know what I mean? Like you get that in a gumball machine. Come on now. Bro. That's crazy. $200 for that. That's crazy. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh boy. Let's see, put it together. And it just kind of sits in there, I think. I don't even think it gets glued on, like sticky tape or anything. So if you move it around, it might bounce around. Boy. That is something, ain't it? That is crazy. I would be so pissed. All right, so let's get back to this. It may not come with the game, but there's no denying that the bust of Snake is much better. Okay, so it does look like it comes with the game. It does. I mean, the website said it does, all right? As disappointing as the collection edition may be, at the very least, the remake itself is excellent, and we consider it for one of the most faithful remakes we've ever played, as noted in our review on the title. So don't let this deter you from playing the masterpiece. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is now available on the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, in case you haven't seen it yet. All right, shout out to James. And shout out to Spawn Point. Okay, looks like he has a lot of unboxing and stuff. Looks pretty crisp. This is pretty wild. All right, this is pretty wild here. All right, and yeah, so you could easily go onto AliExpress and get figurines that probably look way better than that. I don't know. I was gonna buy the God of War Collector's Edition. That one came with a lot of stuff, but it didn't come with the physical game, so I did not purchase it. And then not too long after that released, you could actually buy most of the gear that comes inside on Temu for mad cheap. You could buy the hammer for like $20 or something like that. Like crazy. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they start making whatever was supposed to come in that box and throw it on one of these Chinese websites. I'm a big supporter of American-made goods, but this stuff I doubt was American-made. So if you buy it from China for way cheaper, whatever. And, you know, you're getting ripped off with the first one. For the U.S., you're getting ripped off, plain and simple. Like, is someone really going to sew that patch on? Probably not. I mean, I'd keep it in a glass case if I was that big of a fan, but I've never even played the game. I might check this one out, though. But yeah, you could definitely find better figurines on Temu or AliExpress and just buy the game. I would say buy the game and order one of these if you're really a big fan of it off of AliExpress or Temu. But I know a lot of people that buy figurines, they're very picky about where they get them from because they don't want to buy knockoffs. No knockoffs. I actually did buy a knockoff of Carnage from Temu, and it was horrible. But I knew it was going to be horrible. It was mad cheap. I might have even got it for free. But anyways, that is the news for today. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all have a good one. Tommy Grimm out. Peace.